All right, let's talk about something that's shaken up the entire financial world. For decades, Wall Street analysts have been the go-to experts, the gatekeepers of financial wisdom. But now, a powerful new challenger has stepped into the ring.
So that's the big question on everyone's mind, right? Could an algorithm, a system that doesn't have gut feelings or intuition, actually outperform a seasoned human expert at their own game? We're going to dig into that today, and let me tell you, the answer is probably not what you're expecting.
Okay, so before we can really get how AI is flipping the script, we've got to go back to basics. We need to look at the classic playbook for how Wall Street has done things for, well, forever. It all starts with valuing a company. So what is company valuation? At the end of the day, it's just about figuring out what a company is really worth. Forget the crazy up and down stock price for a second. We're talking about its deep down, fundamental, intrinsic value. One of the go-to tools for this is something called discounted cash flow analysis, or DCF. Sounds a bit intense, I know, but the idea behind it is actually pretty simple. First, you try to forecast all the future cash a company's going to generate. Then, you apply what's called a discount rate to account for risk, because you know a dollar today is worth more than a maybe dollar tomorrow. And finally, you crunch all those future numbers down to figure out what the company should be worth, right here, right now.
And look, there's a reason these old-school methods have been the gold standard for so long. They give you a structured, super detailed analysis that forces you to think really deeply about a company's fundamentals and tune out all the daily market noise.
But, and this is a big but, they have a major flaw. They're slow. They can be super rigid. In a market that changes in the blink of an eye, these models just can't always keep up. And that inflexibility, that's what opened the door for something new.
And that brings us to our first challenger entering the ring, classic machine learning. This is where we started teaching computers to look at tons of data and start making their own predictions.
So, of course, people wanted to see if this actually worked. A team at Western Michigan University decided to put it to the test. They built a machine learning model, fed it a bunch of financial data from 10 different companies, and asked it to do one thing: predict their IPO prices. And the results? Well, they were kind of all over the place. For some companies like Blackstone and Uber, the model was surprisingly on the money. But for others, like DoorDash and CME Group, it totally missed the mark. So it was pretty clear this wasn't some kind of magic crystal ball.
So, why was it so hit or miss? Well, the study figured out that these early models were great with numbers, but they just couldn't grasp the human stuff, investor sentiment, market hype, all that fuzzy, unquantifiable feeling in the market. It could crunch the data, but it couldn't really read the room.
Okay, and this is where things get really interesting. The next big leap wasn't just about making the computers faster. It was about teaching them how to think. Welcome to the age of large language models, or LLMs. And one of the absolute game changers here is a technique called chain of thought prompting. It's brilliant. Instead of just asking the AI for the final answer, you tell it, hey, show me your work. You make it lay out its reasoning, step by step, just like a human analyst would. So now we've got this incredibly powerful new tool. The stage was set. It was time for a real showdown, the brand new AI versus the seasoned financial pro. Which brings us right back to that question we started with. When you put an AI that can actually reason up against a human analyst, who wins?
Well, a huge study from the University of Chicago decided to find out. They took GPT-4, taught it that chain of thought reasoning, and gave it the exact same job as human analysts. The task was simple. Look at a company's financial statements, totally anonymous by the way, and predict if its earnings would go up or down. And the results were pretty wild. The human analysts, they were right about 56.7% of the time, which, is pretty good. But the GPT model, the one that showed its work, it hit an accuracy of 60.4%. The AI actually beat the humans. Just let that sink in for a second. 60.4%. With nothing but the raw numbers, no inside scoop, no context about the industry, the AI was better at predicting the future.
So, what does this all mean? Is it time for every Wall Street analyst to pack up their desk? Well, not so fast. The future is probably more about partnership. Think of AI as a brand new financial co-pilot. Yeah, when you lay it all out, you can see they both have their pros and cons, right? Traditional models are transparent, you can see exactly how they work. The AI models are more accurate, they're more adaptive, but sometimes how they get to an answer can be a bit of a black box. It's not always easy to see the logic.
So what's the big takeaway here? It seems like AI's superpower is its ability to find the human-like story hidden inside all those raw numbers. This means it's an incredible tool to complement human expertise, not necessarily to replace it. This partnership, this synergy, could lead to way faster and smarter financial decisions for everyone.
And that leaves us with one last big question to chew on. As AI gets better and better at doing the analysis, the what happens to the role of human insight? Maybe, just maybe, our real value is going to shift, away from crunching the numbers and more towards the why and the what's next, focusing on the big picture strategy, the ethics, and the vision that, for now at least, a machine just can't touch.